Good evening and welcome to Side21 and our final installment, the third episode of Celestial Frontiers. If you're just joining us on this series, this one takes place in the Astral Sea. So let's go ahead and introduce the Celestial Explorers for tonight.
Hi, I'm Aaron Hammontre, and I'm playing Gwush, the three-creen rogue.
I'm Jason, and I'll be playing Lyria, your Astral Elf Cleric.
I'm Hunter Douglas, and I'll be playing Borrik Gritcoil, the GIF Artificer.
Alrighty, just a reminder about our video schedule. Wednesdays on Twitch, and then the next day, Thursday, on YouTube for all of our new broadcasts, and you can always find our VODs as well. And with that, I think that's going to conclude our announcements. So let's jump into the finale of Celestial Frontiers. Where last we left off, our group of celestial explorers, adventurers, residents, or at least part-time occupants of the Rock of Brawl, responding to a message. They found a missive, if you will, in the Brawl Beacon, the local newspaper. Responded to said message at the Celestial Frontiers Trading Company and met a gift gentleman by the name of Cornelius, who filled them in on the mission to be undertaken. They were to deliver some mining supplies to the nearby asteroid of Dragon Rock. And after delivering those supplies, were tasked with a slightly more complex part of the mission involving retrieving a spelljammer helm and destroying the ship from whence it came, the Bat ship. This was explained to them to be very near to Dragon Rock on another smaller asteroid called the Cave. The players set out in their damselfly ship that they were afforded called the Runewing and headed towards Dragon Rock. On the way there, they encountered a void scaver, a shark-like space entity that sought to wreak havoc on the Runewing. After a intense combat where some onboard weaponry was used, some flying off the ship was done, and a victory was discovered, however, and the void scaver left in the dust. On the second half of the trip to Dragon Rock, they encountered some Githyanki pirates, some Githyanki buccaneers, and a very tense combat occurred. The ship almost got blown up, but a new ship was eventually acquired through that victory, and they made their way the rest of the way to Dragon Rock and dropped off their mining supplies, spent a night in a local inn and tavern, and set off towards the cave. Once they reached the cave, they did some preliminary scouting. Lyria nearly careened her newfound vessel into the top of what looked to be like an illusory gate or opening of some kind. It was hard to tell exactly what was going on, but as Lyria dipped her nose of her ship into the top, nearly escaping back out, being fired at by something from the inside. The group regrouped to discuss exactly how they were going to make their way inside this asteroid, the cave, and get to the Bat ship. And that is where we left off. I don't remember if we were all landed back on the like kind of landing platform on the front, or if Lyria, you were still circling in your ship. But yeah, this is where we will bring the story back. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I believe I'm still in my ship, and
Gwush and I landed at the original opening.
yeah, what I want to do is I kind of want to dock my ship a little bit, almost like how the Githyanki boarded us. Just kind of like set it on top to a point where I can just jump onto the main ship that we flew in on.
Alrighty.
Well, it looks like this is the way.
I believe so, and I was kind of hoping they would have followed me out there when I flew in. I didn't realize that their ship was, 20 feet. Luckily, I'm an expert pilot, apparently, and I was able to get out of there.
Well, this trip is just full of surprises, isn't it?
Hopefully, not too many more.
New ship, good speed.
Yes, good speed. Well put.
Was it?
Well, you're here, aren't you?
I would have been here no matter what ship I was on. I'm just that good. Lyria's full of herself right now.
Right.
Well,
Should we prep the smoke barrels for, getting in there, or do you think we should, go inspect what we've got first and get back?
on these ships, these spelljammer ships, is there a way, if I wanted a ship to, like, move forward unmanned, is there like a command or something I could do?
Make a Arcana check.
First roll.
And that one for a 5.
With a natural one, as far
Bummer.
as you know, these are operated with somebody in the spelljammer helm itself. Typically, the spelljammer helm is going to like connect to the ship in some way, and it's like more of a thought to machine kind of setup.
Gwush, do you know if there's any way that these ships can lurch forward? I'm thinking maybe we load my commandeered ship with the smoke barrels. After we get what we came here for, somehow we can get that ship in there to blow up the bat ship.
I mean, would I have any idea? I'm not very magically inclined.
I mean, I'm asking you because you flew the ship.
So yeah, I mean, roll a Arcana check with advantage because you did spend the most time at the helm.
First roll's at 13. Second one is a 5. So 13.
You would know that you can, if you positioned the ship, there are like stabilizing controls that could be deactivated and the ship would kind of fall wherever it's at. As far as being piloted in a specific direction unmanned, you're not aware of any way to do that.
So you'd see like my little 3 keen, like my little smaller sets of hands start like pointing to some of the controls or like making motions that are trying to like describe the shape of the controls. And I'm just like, these switches should make fall do something outside normal control. They're just like,
That was
You got that right.
really impressive
Yeah.
shadow puppets.
you know, this flip, you hit this button, this one toggles, you turn that.
So do you think if we loaded up this ship with the smoke powder barrels, you'd be able to make it somehow get to the bat ship and explode?
You watch like his eyes like unfocus, then like refocus back in, and it'd be like, should be able to make fall toward gravity. So, yes?
Sweet. Well,
So I think we should at least get in there and see what the layout looks like before we, just in case it needs a bit more finesse than just autopilot to kaboom. I love a good kaboom, but it's got to be planned right.
well, that's what I'm doing, Hippo.
Oh, all right.
Anyway,
I could take look. I small, move fast.
Let's get in there.
Yeah, let's go in and get the helm we're here for.
I'm gonna go to the back of the ship and kind of dismount, or just kind of float down onto the asteroid surface, and kind of take a look around this this opening here that we're in.
Yeah, so you guys have landed on, I think I described it last time as almost like the shape of like Pac-Man or something, like or a pie with the top right quarter of the pie gone. So you've landed and you're looking at kind of a sheer grayish rock wall that's got lots of like different little crags and divots and like pieces. It's sticking out, very irregular, very natural looking asteroid wall here in front of you, and you see a small it starts as like a canyon, but you can see it goes and a roof begins to form as the canyon goes deeper, and it becomes a tunnel that goes further into the asteroid.
There's no one out at this? I guess we're kind of in a docking area, aren't we?
I mean, it's a functional docking area. It wasn't necessarily designed, but just
it's not like a perfect landing strip with a check-in station or anything.
Well,
right,
yeah. I mean,
there's no like man-made articles here. It's all
no. It's just the only place on this asteroid really that was suitable for like a stable landing.
Okay, see, last time for some reason I envisioned like a helicopter pad, like just like that as a landing and nothing else. So I don't know why that's what I went with.
Everybody must be on lunch.
Make a perception check, everybody.
Dirty 20.
17.
2017, you guys kind of assessing the area, looking around. There are, without a doubt, tracks in the ground, and it looks like leading in and out of the canyon tunnel. So while you don't see anybody currently, you definitely think there's been people here pretty recently.
Let's just take our time. No need to rush. Start
small steps.
Yeah, small steps. I'll start creeping our way down the tunnel, keeping an ear out just in case we hear anybody coming or any voices or anything.
All right, so are you, Borrik? Are you leading the way here? What's the marching order, if you don't mind?
I'll start to, and then once we get to like the opening of the narrowest part of the tunnel, I'll like kind of like look towards Gwush and maybe it's best you stealthily creep ahead a little bit. I'm a bit noticeable if you haven't noticed.
Sure, I go. And I use my ability for my chameleon carapace, and you watch like all my shit like ripple, and I look. I do like the chameleon camouflage, and I look like the Rock now.
That's sick. I forgot you had that.
Oh yes.
And then you see me like duck all low, and then I take off in front.
All right, and so who's gonna be in the middle then?
I'll be in the middle.
Yeah, Lyria is definitely not being in the middle.
All right, sounds
she's standing
good.
back, leaning on a wall, like not even up for debate.
All right, all of you make a stealth check. I'm assuming yours will be advantage, Gwush.
Yes.
Oh no. Well, mine's at disadvantage, and I just rolled a nat 1, so.
No.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well. Let's go.
We'll say 2 20s will cancel out the 1, I think. I think that's fair.
Sick.
Yes.
Says the group stealth check here.
So by the way, I am always at disadvantage on stealth.
Gotcha.
Check. I forgot.
Why is that?
I'm wearing plate armor.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. All right, Gwush, as you get low, blend in with this rock here, you've got a big form of Borrik in the middle, and Lyria keeps tripping on like little holes and stuff in the rock. Maybe a little like if you're in like zero G's or like a plane for a long time, and then you go back on the ground, or you're in a car for a long time and you start to like walk it, like you have to like reorient yourself to like the solid ground. And yeah, it seems to be having an effect on Lyria right now.
Could we technically float through
Nevertheless,
this area, or is it like have its own gravitational pull where it's like?
it seems to have its own gravity here. Yeah.
Just making sure.
You guys make your way. It's a canyon at first. You look up and see the walls of the canyon open up to the Astral Sea, making up the sky. You can see stars and like a distant planet with like rings going around it. It's like this crazy teal color, and the rings are like a like magenta or like a dark pink. You can see like nebulous clouds, but eventually that starts to fade as the ceiling forms over you, and you make your way down this tunnel through the asteroid known as the cave. I would say you guys travel for about 10 minutes, and you reach a fork in the road. You can either go to the left or the right here. The choice is yours.
Since we know that there are tracks on the ground, does one way look more heavily trafficked than the other?
Go ahead and make a new perception check for me.
17?
Yeah, with a 17, it looks like the right path is more traveled than the left path, but they actually both have tracks, but the tracks seem to be heavier going to the right.
So, like, as I'm all hunched down, you'll see one of the small arms, like, stick out from the side and wave, like a quick pause. And you'll get a little bit of psychic feedback quietly as I can. And it'll be, there's a fork! Left, less traveled. Right, more steps. People both directions, possibly.
I'll think to you. So do you think we'd, want to go the path more traveled? That might be where our ship is? Or...
I literally just shrug at you, like... less people, better stealth?
Yeah. I'm gonna, I guess, think back to you. That's hilarious to say. I'm gonna think to you. Yeah, I believe, considering how quiet I'm being, maybe we go where there's less people.
All right, good enough for Gwush. Gwush literally just starts off the left side.
Before we like get out of this fork area, can I look at the ground and see if there's like anything else other than tracks specifically? Like if people were like dragging or like pushing machinery through either way, or like hauling anything other than just footprints?
Oh, I didn't even think of that, like dropped liquids or shit too.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Use that robot eye.
16.
With a 16, you're kind of standing there and you start to think, well, maybe they're, moving materials down these pathways or something else. You kind of, do you have dark vision, by the way?
Shit.
I mean, look at that eye. It's infrared. You can see it right
I
there.
do.
Yeah, I do too.
It's hard to find on this.
It'll be underneath your passives in your senses box if you've got it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I know, but I'm using it on mobile just so I don't have to...
Fair.
I actually have 300 feet of dark vision. It's ridiculous.
Jesus, yours is huge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Astral Elf is wild. That's like the big thing, like 300 feet of dark vision. What the fuck?
You do not have dark vision.
Okay.
So I actually want you to roll that with disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Because it's pretty dark. Or if you want to ask one of your comrades that they both have dark vision, you can, do the help action or something.
Yeah, true. I think, yeah, if I couldn't see myself and I'm thinking that, I would probably just think to Gwush, well, not aloud, but think to him, check for any other kind of tracks, any liquids, any any dragging of machinery or anything else. I can't really see that far ahead, but I think it'd be a good idea.
What'd you say you got on your perception check?
I got
before, Gwush?
16. Oh, sorry.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. 17, I think,
17,
right?
yeah.
17, yep.
I'll say on that 17, no need to roll again. As you're looking left and right, you notice down the right path, which was the more traveled one. You don't necessarily see any. I mean, there's like signs that there's possibly, you know, somebody may have had like a weapon dragging behind them, but there's no like clear indications of something different being dragged through here. It's kind of hard to tell. There's definitely some disturbed ground beyond just footsteps. But one thing that you do notice on the right path, along the walls, this is like a good ways in, you notice there's some like scorch marks on the rock on both sides of the tunnel going down toward the right. But that's about 40 plus feet into the tunnel to the right.
Ooh, yeah, I'd relay all that. I'd be like, extra disturbed ground? Definitely not straight footprints. Scorch marks. Lots of scorch marks. Be wary of the scorch marks. And you see, it's like a couple of flailing arms doing the, like, airplane down the direction.
Yeah, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean there was a scuffle down this way. Not sure. So are we gonna go with the left side for now? Double back if we need to?
I like not being burned. I'm still voting for left.
Still works for me. Gwush gives like a weird clawed thumbs up and starts to head down the left side.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'll say, as you guys make your way slowly down the left path,
I'd like to like just be looking around like on the walls and the floors and like carefully kind of inspecting it just to make sure we're not gonna like pass through a trap or anything too, just in case. I don't know where the fuck we are.
make a perception check with disadvantage because it's pretty fucking dark in here for somebody without dark vision. And I mean, we'll say you have like local, like you know, you may have a torch or something like, in the, you know, but that's only like 10 feet of light or whatever.
Yeah, torches are weird for light economy. With
a 13, I'll say, I think you catch it just in time. You guys are walking down this left path, and Borrik, you see it just in time to like reach out and like grab Gwush like by the whatever the straps that go across his torso.
Oh.
And you can see in the floor, it goes entirely across from wall to wall of this tunnel. There is a piece of worked stone. You know, this has been up until this point just natural kind of asteroidy space rock terrain, but there is a maybe 6-inch wide piece of worked stone that stretches all the way across horizontally across the tunnel in front of you, just inches in front of Gwush's feet.
Gwush, like, you know, reels as you pull him, and he just stops and goes, "Thanks. Why?"
There seems to be something here. I don't quite trust it. Can I take like a closer look just to see if I can like determine exactly what's going on here?
Yeah, you kind of get down with your torch. Go ahead and make
I have
a
a candle.
investigation check.
I didn't realize I have a candle.
The
A
candle.
singular candle.
So are you saying anything out loud, Borrik? Is everything still just...
No, I said I whispered that out to you guys here.
All right.
Investigation. 17.
Yeah, you get down close, and as you get close to this thing, you can see the actual edges of it. You know, if it were a sandwich, the crust of the sandwich going all the way around. is actually separate from what looks to be, it's like a looser part on the inside, and it looks very much like if you were to step on this, it would indent in further down and possibly trigger something.
And is it like a width? I might have missed it, but is it a width we can like easily step over it, or is it like going to be like a leap or something?
No, it's about 6 inches wide, so you guys could easily step over.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like get both of their eye contact, point down at it, and then take a good step over it.
I want to spend a minute real quick casting flowering next to it, and I want to do it a full minute so that way I have a really pleasant scent. My flowers can have a nice scent to it. That way next time we're stumbling down this dark tunnel, when we smell the flowers, we know we're close to the trap. Look out.
Yeah.
Fair.
Or just see the burst of color in the dark gray.
Yeah.
So are you doing it just like on the wall above it, or are you doing it on
just
the
yeah,
actual...
just like on the wall next to it, kind of right above it next to it. But I'm specifically doing it with the idea of having the scent. I want a nice, pleasant scent coming off of these.
Got it. What kind of flowers can you describe this to me?
Space flower?
Dude, no, it's simple, man. I'm going for a scent. So you saw me like in the cockpit of the ship, like I did like daisies and stuff. Now, if you could see it, Borrik, I'd imagine you can't see it, but you're actually going to see some just a bunch of purple lilacs coming out of the wall. And I say lilac specifically because they smell great.
Nice.
Fair.
Lilac and honeysuckle. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I eat one of the honeysuckles.
I guess you can. That's up to.
As soon as you make a plant that's edible enough, I'm just like, oh, thanks, snack, and just like take a bite out of one, just bite the head off of one, basically.
Sure.
It's just does say in the spell the flowers may attract bees, hummingbirds, and other pollinators. So
I guess he's a pollinator.
I am like part mantis of some kind.
Oh, that's funny.
As you guys step over the now beautifully decorated with some lilacs trap floor switch, you continue to make your way down the tunnel through the dark here. Bork's got the red light of his eyepiece and the torch kind of casting this like red orange eerie kind of lighting on the walls around you, and the tunnel begins to narrow a little bit, and you guys are now just single file at maximum, kind of working your way through this really narrow area. And yeah, you come to another fork in the path. This one, it's more of a Y or like a something like that. You can either go straight or continue straight or go to the right. And it's not like a direct right angle, right? It's more of a diagonal.
Okay.
Of course, this wouldn't be easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 300 feet of dark vision, and we're gonna be looking for the same thing. Footprints, we're on the less traveled path. Now, is there a less traveled path? Because at this point, I'd say that's probably the wrong way.
Make a perception check for me, Lyria.
300 feet is so wild.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Yeah, I don't know why I would ever need to see 300 feet, but 12.
With a 12, as you look down to the right path, the one that kind of goes diagonal off, you can see that it splits again, and it looks like, but it splits like back the way that you came, and you get the sense that split that you see further down the right tunnel is the other way you could have went, meeting up there, if that makes sense. Like directionally, you get the sense that like, okay, if we would have made a right instead of a left, we would have come out down there, kind of thing.
So we went left last time. Should we go right this time?
Well, I know you probably can't see it, but if you look up ahead, it almost looks like we'll end up back on the main path where the heavier traveled path. So I would have to say, really, all we did is just take a longer way around, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because we might have avoided some people.
But you see my eyes like glint, and it's got that like typical rogue thought of, But more traveled path means more loot.
Well, let's
Not
say we
just
get out of here
footprint.
with the loot of our lives.
it's you get like a sympathetic nod. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I almost died once today.
Well, shall we? And
that's
I'll kind of
so
nod towards the left side.
So continuing
Surely.
straight.
Okay, yeah.
Continuing straight.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like thinking I was like turned towards the other way, to left, but yeah. If we get to a place also where this like I kind of start seeing light coming, like we're like entering like another corridor, I'm gonna go ahead and snuff the torch.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys begin to continue, I should say, straight instead of making the right here. And yeah, are you guys still Are you still like checking? Are you still looking at the floors and the walls?
Yeah, for sure. Just making sure, like, I guess at least now that I know that one, what it looked like, I'll be kind of like especially looking for something like that, like on the floor or like on the ceiling or something like that.
Okay. And I'll say, you guys have all come to realize that there are things in these tunnels to prevent people from coming down them in one way or another. So everybody make a perception check for me as you guys continue forward.
Make mine with disadvantage again.
24.
22.
No getting past you guys.
10.
Gwush, you see it just solely because you're in the front. There is a very thin wire going across from one side to the other around ankle level, just maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah, you get like the splayed out arms of like paws, and then the thought comes through of tripwire, be careful, few feet ahead.
All right,
No stone this time, wire.
DM, this is where I have a question about my spells.
Okay.
I mean, it says, I don't know, maybe D&D Beyond's broken. It says concentration up to nothing. Would I be able to cast a second, like, flower patch and still maintain the first, or would I know that if I cast another one, like, the other ones are going to be gone?
It's sustained for 1 minute. It says in this text of the spell. So your other flowers are already gone.
I thought that was just if sustained for 1 minute, that gives the pleasant scent and can attract things.
Oh yeah.
I guess
right.
it's just as long as I'm concentrating on it. I see. Okay. So so like technically I'm still concentrating, but that's only 20 feet. So shit, those are gone, huh?
Yeah.
I'd say I don't know.
Yeah, they'd be gone from the distance, not the time. I misread the 1 minute thing. I would say they would be separate. So this would be another concentration spell, and you would lose concentration on the first.
I mean, I'm not even within range of the first anymore. Okay.
I'm just gonna reach down and grab like a loose rock and just kind of like carve an X into the side of the wall there.
I mean, I've just got thieves' tools. Can I like disable the tripwire at all without setting it off?
You can certainly try.
I take a
That's
few
not
steps
good.
back.
I didn't like
you
that
rolled
side
a
of the
24
player.
on your perception.
I got a 22. Lydia. got a 24.
Lyria.
Yeah, Lyria.
Yes.
So as he's noticing the tripwire, you actually notice what it triggers on the ceiling. There is a large circular indentation or hole in the roof of this section, just on the other side of the tripwire, and you can see the curved edge of a very large rock seeming to be held inside that crevice, and it seems to be some sort of boulder or rock fall type trap that they have set up here.
I'm gonna just like Gwush know. You better make sure you got this, otherwise you're gonna be two-dimensional. Look up, buddy.
No, Gwush looks up, goes, hell no, that's bigger than me, and decides against touching the the wire at all.
Wide
think we
berth,
just-
fellows. And I just take a big step over it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You guys step over this tripwire, make your way like another 10 to 15 feet, and the tunnel curves slightly. And just as you come around and can get line of sight around the curve, you realize that this way is, in fact, a dead end as it comes to a end.
I think we need to go back and connect to the main tunnel then.
I want to like take a rock and like throw it at the dead end of the wall and see if it's a damn hologram.
Yeah, for real, I was going to say.
As you throw the rock, you see it hit the wall.
Damn.
That was smart.
Well, maybe back the other way.
You see Gwush just like sigh, like very sad that this didn't pan out.
I just put my hand on his shoulder. Hey, it'll be all right. Give it about 20 minutes. Don't feel too bad on yourself just yet.
That tripwire was a pretty high DC, so good rolls on that for sure. As you come back down towards the last fork, you step back, you see the X carved on the wall. You guys are very aware that there's a tripwire there. Step back over it and get to leisurely walk your way back to that fork instead of running from a rolling boulder behind you. Sad for me, good for you. You guys, however, make your way, and the only way that you haven't went would be to take that slight kind of veering right. Would be kind of a left now.
Unless, yeah.
We do
Any
it.
complaints? We gotta go. Off we go.
Let's do it.
I'll still take
All
point.
right. As you make your way down this rightward passage now, you do get to the point where it breaks off back towards the direction you came, and you can see that same tunnel. You can see there's even deeper, more noticeable scorch marks down kind of on this end of that right tunnel, the one that you didn't take originally. And you can see, Gwush, as you pass, there is some sort of metal apparatus hanging. It's like been bolted into the rock on the ceiling, and it's just a flat metal on this side, but it's very like circular at the bottom. So it's like a box almost that has a couple arms coming down off of it that hold like a metal orb, and that's all you can really see from this direction.
Like how far is it from me? I want to make sure.
It's like 20 or 30 feet into the
Like
tunnel.
into the tunnel.
Yeah, the one with the scorch marks.
I elbow. Oh my god, I've forgotten. Brain fart. Why right now? Borrik. I elbow Borrik in the knee, and I just point at the metal apparatus that he probably can't see yet, and just go, angry metal box holding a circle. What is it?
How do you know it's angry?
Way too many scorch marks.
Does it sound like there's anybody around us?
Nope.
Thankfully,
quiet.
I'm talking all psychically, so it's simple anyway.
I'll get a bit closer, just trying to watch my step and stuff, and see if I can get close enough to inspect it further.
Yeah, you can get within 10 feet or 5 feet of the backside of it and make an investigation check.
I want to cast dancing lights on it and give them a little bit of light to investigate.
Okay.
Clever.
25.
Holy crap.
With a 25, you've seen mounts like this before. This is the back of a detection sensor. On the front, typically is a amalgamation of arcane and mechanics, where they have either some sort of scrying device or an eye of some kind like mounted into the front of that. So it's definitely a visual sensor for things moving down that way. You don't really see its connection to the scorch marks, but I think that it is implied in a way that is hard to deny with the the setup that they got going on
It
here.
it sees and more scorch marks appear. That's all we know.
Right. So wait, we're on the back side of this device?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this was facing, if you had elected to go down the right pathway,
At the
you
first-
would have, that thing would have probably seen you.
Oh. Good
So
call,
can we, like-
Bugman.
So we can proceed past it. Like we've already passed the.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're kind of going straight at this point, and Borrik is like cut off down to the right, back the way you came, just a little bit to investigate this sensor.
Okay.
But
then, yeah.
not the route that you came down, but the direction that you came from.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'll kind of relay that to them and make our way back towards the way we were going originally. Good thing we didn't go down that way before.
I wonder why there's so many foot things. So many steps, so many scorches.
A lot of people.
I
I'm sure
make
we're
an
not the
insight
first
check.
ones to come down this way.
Make an insight check. Anybody that wants to.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try an insight check. I got a nat 1 for a 4.
Dirty 20.
23.
You two would know that these sensors can be set up to recognize, like people that are allowed down this pathway. So you get the sense that there was more traffic on the right side because that's their way that they typically use, and the sensor is not gonna go off for them. So going the other way was probably not the way that they often go, hence the less foot traffic tracks.
And the more hidden traps.
Wow, guys.
Going good, going good.
Not bad so far.
Yeah, you perceptioned your asses off on my traps for sure.
Yeah, should we continue?
I mean, we're here now.
Nowhere
We're not
else to
turning
go.
back.
Yeah. So
I
we've
take the lead.
so like this is the first right that we could have taken. We're coming back towards that, and then there's another way that we can go, but back here where that first right was that device kind of thing.
So you came in, you could have went either left or right. You chose to go left. You encountered one trap there, and then you encountered the tripwire, so you turned, and that dead ended. And you came back and made this right, and so now you're on the other side of that initial right that you could have made. Yep.
Okay, so now is there a clear way that we can still go?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, let's get it.
So you get the sense that the fire tunnel meets up with the tunnel that you are currently going down. It doesn't like end there as a connection. It just meets along the way.
I got a map made for us for getting back out.
Great. Lead the way.
Thank God
Can't see where the
Lyria's in
shit
the back.
anyways.
It actually makes sense that the person with the most dark vision is in the back, because they can see farther than I can, even though I'm in front.
Can I see around Borrik at all?
Didn't even think of that.
Well, you guys are in a pretty narrow tunnel, so honestly, probably not. I mean, Borrik can barely.
That's what I was
even
envisioning.
see
That's why I
around
wasn't.
Gwush. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't making any perception checks. I'm like my headcanon is I'm like completely blocked by Borrik.
It's a
Technically,
tall
I'm a
and
small
narrow.
creature. I will say I am thankfully a small creature. It's easy to see over me.
There you go. He has a dark vision though, so.
So, no help.
Everybody make a stealth check for me as you
Alright.
proceed now past the intersection with the fire.
Could I
tunnel.
like piggyback Lyria? Because I just hear her clanking around with her. like,
Dude, I got
armor.
a 1 and a fucking 2 at
Oh, okay.
disadvantage.
Oh shit! I didn't know you rolled already. I tried to be quick.
Well, I think yeah. I mean, if you want to turn around and like pick him up or her up, that you definitely could probably do that.
Can I sit on Bork's head and like ratatouille him since he can't see, just like pull his ears? Like
Don't touch
Not
my
actually
ears.
trying to control him, but just kind of trying to like tell him which direction to go.
Just sit back there and be quiet.
Okay. Cool.
All right, cool. Let's see. I got a 16.
I got a 19.
All right, with a 16 and a 19, you guys continue down this tunnel. And the rules lawyers are coming for this piggyback ride, but you guys proceed down the tunnel in a pretty stealthy fashion, and you notice it first because you can't see that well, Borrik. You see at the far end of the tunnel, maybe about, it's kind of straightened out a little bit, and maybe about 60 feet down, you can see a faint red light pouring in from whatever is on the other side of this 50 or 60 foot remaining bit of tunnel.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and snuff my my torch there, and kind of just like tuck it into my trench coat, and pat Gwush on the shoulder. Up ahead, be careful, and just take out Blastinet and just kind of hold her at my side, just in case.
As soon as he puts out his torch, I'm gonna bless everyone up.
Ooh,
All right.
Ooh,
get blessed. Attacks and saving throws.
Yes, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
still have it written down. Nice. All right, and just creep ahead. Maybe get like you said it curves, and then you can see the light pouring through from past the curve.
So yeah, you're kind of at the base of like this straight line section of the tunnel, and it looks like it just curves out slightly to the right, and where that slight right curve is about 50 or 60 feet down, that's where the red light is coming in from. So imagine being in a hallway, and then there's another hallway that turns to the right, and you can see the red light kind of coming from that right turn.
Okay.
I want to like creep up and like, cartoon style, get real low and like just stick my head out and take a peek.
All the way down to the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, like I want to go to where the light is and then like see if I can see down. Like if there's a more sharp turn or anything, I want to try to use it. But if it's just like a gradual curve, I want to creep up until.
It's more of a gradual curve. And so, yeah, you creep up to the point where you can just kind of see it around the corner. What was your stealth check?
19.
Okay. 18.
Oh.
You kind of peek your little mantis head around the corner, and you see this. So you can see this creature.
Oh, God.
You can see this creature. And I don't think you can quite see around all the way to the right from where you're at.
Oh goodness.
Make a nature check.
I'm
Oh goodness.
okay. I got a 13.
I don't think that's good enough. You don't know what that is.
Gwush like very quickly just like sucks his head back and he just goes, "Big
It
angry,
looks like a spider.
big freaking angry. I don't want to deal with it. Too many legs."
You also see the insect almost like head of a ship here in this space. See where the red light is kind of pouring from these lights they've got mounted onto some columns that seem to be holding up the roof of this space.
Okay. Yeah, I'd relay back like, lights, locked on columns, multiple legs on multiple enemies, head of a ship. All bad. I hate all of it.
With your dark vision in this dark tunnel, you can just see Borrik kind of like start to smile and get a little giddy and like polishing the side of his gun.
Could I take a stab at identifying what he sees, like based on his description?
Yeah, because I literally just see like up to here. I don't see much farther.
I'll say make a nature or history check with disadvantage based on his description.
His telepathic broken common.
Yeah.
Dude, my rolls are booty butt. 5.
Yeah, you can't. You're like a mini legs. It could be any number of things.
I'm gonna think at him. Does it look like we could kill him?
Looks like it could step on me. Not sure about you.
Yeah, you probably have
Yeah.
the most reason to be scared of spider people, huh?
And they are large. They are medium sized, so they are bigger than you for sure, Gwush.
Yep. Gwush has got that like prey animal instinct kicking in of like, I ain't fucking going out there. That's way too many legs.
Well, we either do what we came here to do, or we go back and take delivery for being nothing more than delivery boys.
I just look at Borrik like, yeah.
I'd like the sweeter pot if it's all the same.
I'm with Borrik.
You just hear a little, you go first.
Oh god, okay, I'm gonna creep up to where Gwush is.
Make a stealth check.
Alrighty. Doing that. Ooh, 7.
Ooh.
A little too
As
happy,
you-
moving a little too quick.
With a 10 on their perception, as you move up behind, you get just in line of sight enough time to see this one go cock its head, look in that direction, and hiss and go. And it starts running at you, and that is where we're going to take a short break.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Alrighty, as you guys peek around the corner here, looking into this cave, one of you making just slightly too much noise, and Lyria on its back. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
I already forgot Lyria was on your back.
Yeah, I just like didn't realize, tried to get up against the wall and just scraped her armor straight across the wall.
That's a good one.
Borrik,
18.
Gwush,
20.
God damn it.
Lyria.
11.
Alright.
Hey man, I've got +3 in dex and proficiency in
Yeah,
initiative.
and 4 times alert. Blah blah blah.
Borrik, what's your dex?
My dex is, I think, 14. 15. Sorry.
Okay. One moment, please.
Don't forget, we're all blessed up for at least, I'd say,
Yes.
30 more seconds, huh?
Get them D4s out.
Actually, I will. I will get a physical dice for that.
Oh, I would. I should keep one set on my desk. I have my set on my shelf over there.
Yeah, the 2 sets I've been gifted by you guys I keep on hand. The one you sent and the one I got from Hez for Christmas. Or
Nice.
birthday.
Birthday.
I think Christmas.
I'm sorry to say, the one you gifted me is going to dice jail because that's where I've gotten like most of my nat ones.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You do gotta do what you gotta do.
It'll learn.
All right. As you guys step into this cave, the armor scraping on the wall as Borrik and Lyria move into position. This guy, this spider, furry, long-necked, clawed, knife-legged creature turns its head and starts sprinting in your direction. However, Gwush, you are first to act. You take a look to the left, see it in motion. What would you like to do?
How tall is, like, I know now the ship is in here, so like how tall is the room, maybe?
As you look up, you see an open hole into space above you.
Oh.
Alright. I have a climb speed equal to my walking speed. I'm gonna climb up the fucking wall. I'm just gonna hit this and go straight up the wall as far as 30 feet will get me.
25 feet.
Yep, perfect. And then I just want to take my laser pistol out that I stole back from Lyria and take a shot at the one that spotted us.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. Roll to hit as you make a ranged weapon attack.
And that was a nat 20 for a 26.
Nice.
Okay,
Let's go.
starting the combat with a natural 20. Give me some crit damage.
That's the worst. I rolled 2 ones, so I got 5.
Ain't that about how it goes?
All right, yeah, as you guys see, the first laser shot streak across this kind of dark red lit cavern. What color is that
I
pistol?
imagined like a purple-ish kind of like little psychic energy glow.
So you
and
see this
just-
purple laser bolt fly across, kind of lighting up the rock around it and the floor purple as it travels the distance to its enemy, and it looks like it makes a hit, but not a huge impact. It like chinks off like a side of its armor or something like that. Anything else for you, Gwush?
And then I'd like to try to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
I should still have advantage from my colored carapace. Can I use that to cancel it out?
Be a straight roll then, yeah.
Straight roll. I got an 18.
18. Yeah, you attempt to blend in with the wall, and I'll actually roll this because 18 is pretty good. I'm gonna give them some advantage though because you just literally just climbed
no.
up the wall and shot at them.
Super fair. 100% fair.
You got an 18.
18.
They also got an 18. So
Dang it.
you get the sense that you're blending in as best you can, but it seems to be looking up at you. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right, that is going to bring up the one that you just shot at. It's going to get right about here, turn towards the tunnel, make that noise at you guys again.
God, you do that so well. It fucking creeps me out.
And it's going to look at you, Borrik. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
Borrik, you got this.
19.
Oh, 19 beats the DC as you feel its eyes kind of like expand, and where it was just one eye, you're like staring at it as it does this, and the like surface of its eye like fractalizes and becomes like a group of like hexagons, almost like you're looking at like the eyes of like a fly or something. They begin to like spin in the sockets as they're looking at you, and you feel yourself start to slip, but you shake it off as your mental fortitude is greater than the force of this mental attack against you. That is going to end this creature's turn, though. Borrik, you are up.
So yeah, it like tries to like take hold of me psychically that way, and like I just kind of close my eye, and my red eye kind of just like flares out a little bit and like diffuses, and I shake my head, and then I'm going to kind of just like put forward my shoulder, and then like just kind of slap a button on under my coat on my chest, and my Eldritch Cannon is just gonna form out of my the shoulder piece and just hop down. And it's going to swiping.
Finding this shit on your phone is a lot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how far I can. Okay, so 5 feet in front of me. I'm gonna put it right here. And it's gonna take the form of Force Ballista.
Okay.
So it's my action to summon it for the first time. And then it's a bonus action. It's on my initiative roll, and it is a bonus action to use it.
All right.
So as a Force Ballista, it is going to fire at this one right here that's in front of us. And so is there not a way to roll it? I think there is. It's a plus 7. Okay. All right. Okay, whatever. Sorry. D20 plus 7. So that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 hits for sure.
Nice. And then it's going to be 2d8.
Nice.
2d8 plus 4. So,
Just don't roll ones.
so that's going to be 14 force damage.
Sick.
Got it. Yeah, and you, as you guys watch this, what is it? What is the like ammunition? What does it look like as it fires?
So it's kind of like has these like rods that it's very a physical thing, not really like a blaster. But it has these like rods that kind of like are like compact ammunition when it comes out of my shoulder, but once it's like loaded into the like it kind of like rotates and loads into it, they extend almost like one of those like a toy lightsaber kind of thing. It just like zit, 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 zit into sections and then just like
Telescoping.
yeah, telescopes, and then it just fires straight towards it.
That's
Perfect.
sick.
Yeah, you guys see this beam of like force energy come out of this construct, this cannon that comes out of Borrik's shoulder, and it does quite a bit of damage. It hits kind of like the middle torso, and you see like two of its like middle legs are now detached and laying on the ground as it snarls back at you. What else for you, Borrik?
I'm just kind of try to like position myself a little bit in front of Lyria in like a protective stance and just hold my blaster out.
Am I not
That's it.
still holding on to you?
No, I set you down. Sorry, I set you down
Okay,
at the
sorry,
beginning
I
of my
missed that.
turn. Yeah,
Okay, my bad. I missed that.
no, it's okay. I didn't want you to get
Darn.
clobbered by the thing coming out of my shoulder.
My whole strategy banked on me being your backpack.
I mean, you can hop back on if you want it.
This one is going to now become aware of what's going on down here in the corner and starts moving you guys' direction. He's only going to get to about right here. He is going to... but you're higher than that. Let's see. I'm going to say he stops there. He can't quite get a good enough eye line on any of you guys to do much else. Lyria, you're up.
Lyria.
Hi.
Lyria.
Lyria.
I'm actually... So no one got hit that first round. Sick. I'm just going to cast a guiding bolt at the same one that Borrik's little thingamajig there shot.
Alrighty.
Jesus Christ, that's the fourth nat one I've rolled tonight.
Oh no.
Get new dice.
You're cursed, brother.
Dude.
Change,
This
change
is extends beyond tonight.
Yeah, it really does. You need a cleansing.
Good lord. Well, I pretend to
colonoscopy
cast
or
guiding bolt, but I don't say the right word, and I guess I just do nothing.
Yeah, you accidentally say gliding cult, and yeah, nothing happens.
And inexplicably, I still feel a little bit less magical use out of me moving forward.
What else for you?
I mean, Borrik said I can. I kind of want to jump back up on his back and just like latch onto his backpack. Like I'm kind of like cradling myself on his back, having this big hippo between me and the enemies.
This
All right,
chicken
sounds-
full plate.
sounds
just-
good. After that, what you're gonna see is this turret on the front of the
no.
ship right here.
Oh no!
You see it's got kind of like a coil halfway down the body before the end of the barrel. You see that coil on there start to charge up with like electrical energy, and you see it starts making that kind of noise. That is going to bring up this one over here in the corner. It has 30 feet of movement. We're going to say it kind of hugs the wall. It's going to get to right about there. Let's see. Shut. Your cannon has HP, right?
It does. And an AC.
Okay. It is going to take a ranged spell attack at your weapon here. It is A 18 to hit.
That's my AC. That's its AC.
As you see what some of you may have recognized from your past adventures as a eldritch bolt begin to charge up on the end of one of this thing's grotesque, sharp-pointed, knife-like legs, and as it shoots out a beam of energy at you, that is 15 points.
Okay.
Well, actually, 19 points of force damage.
Okay.
As you see an eldritch blast streak across the cannon. This one is like a sickly pale, like green color that mixes really weird with the red light in here as it streaks across the cavern and into the gun. That is going to end its turn, and then you see the second turret up here begin to charge up as well, the same way that the first one did. Electrical energy building in the middle of its barrel where the Tesla-like coil is housed. So you've got both of these two turrets now charging up, and that'll bring us back to the beginning of initiative order. Gwush, you are up.
So, random question, a couple questions. This column, the like first one right in front of us, is it like all the way? How tall is it fully?
It goes up to almost where the hole begins. It looks as though initially, whenever this cavern was formed, it was like a floor-to-ceiling thing, but the ceiling in this area has been removed. Lyria, you would know that this is the hole that is an illusion on the other side, but from down here you can see straight through the ceiling. So it goes up, 30 to 40 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, not much.
No, but enough. Because my idea was, I have second story work as a thief rogue, so I can determine my jump distance using my dex rather than my strength. Can I just like shuffle 5 feet over to get to like this point of the rock and jump to that column?
That'd be about 10 feet to get to that point on the rock. And yeah, I'd say you can jump over that. That's about a 10-foot gap.
Perfect. Because yeah, I'm not sure how it judges jump, but my dex is 16, so I was like hoping that would count enough.
Rolling athletics. Well, let's see. What's athletics normally? Strength?
Yeah, you can do acrobatics instead.
Yeah, so is that a dex-based
that
skill?
one would be a dex base, yep.
So roll acrobatics.
24?
Oh yeah, easily.
I rolled really good, thankfully. So yeah, I just want to like leap onto this and stay like on the backside on the from the guns, and then I want to take a shot at this guy.
Okay, roll to hit.
And since I hit him with my laser pistol last time, I can use my Vex fighting or weapon mastery, and so I get advantage on him with this shot.
Okay.
Which probably made the difference. I got a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
And since I made this attack with advantage, can I use my sneak attack?
Yeah.
Perfect. So 16 total piercing damage.
Yeah, and you shoot it. You're able to aim your pistol right for that section, and its left side in the middle of its torso, where the two legs had been removed by the cannon blast. And you see your bolt just hit it right in its like where under like you think its heart would exist, like in the front of its chest, as it collapses to the ground with a sizzling bolt hole still smoking in its side.
Bonus action, give it the finger, which for me is just like an upturned claw from my small hand, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay. This one is dead, so it's gonna not go. Borrik, you're up.
Cool. So I'm going to I'm half movement if Lyria's on my back. So I think I'm just gonna sorry little lady, and then kind of set you down. I'm gonna try to move to this column right here, just behind it, just in case these turrets want to blast-a-roo.
Okay.
Kind of get some cover from that. And then I'm going to cast well, as a bonus action, I'm going to fire the force ballista. It's going to fire at this one, the top one right here. And so that is going to be 120 feet at force ballista.
Thick.
Yeah. It also does a flamethrower mode where it's like a 15-foot cone, which is pretty cool, but this is a really open cavern, so I had to pick accordingly. And so that is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Let's go. And so that is going to be... Ooh, bad roll. 7 force damage on him.
Okay.
And then...
Hey, all damage is good damage.
Yeah, you're right. Slamming him. And then I'm going to scorching ray this other one over here.
All right.
And so that is 3 rays. So first is going to be mark it off. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, here we go. First one is 18 to hit.
Hit.
Second is 17 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. And then, oh my god, 26 to hit on the third one.
All 3 hit.
Holy cow. All right.
Crushing it.
Yeah, so you see as like my hand opens up and it like that bright red light like kind of like Iron Man's out and then just like pew pew pew. So it's going to be I can add them all up. Makes it easier. So 21 fire damage.
All right.
Damn, that's good hit.
Yeah, that worked out.
All right. Yeah, as you guys see these scorching rays make their way across the cavern, adding to the kind of red appearance of this area. What else?
That's it. I'm just going to take cover behind this column here.
Just staying right where you're at, or
yeah, I think so. If that's like
you
the
wanna
best.
go up here,
I'll stay where I'm at right there. Yeah.
okay.
Works.
Alrighty, that is going to bring up this one. It is going to come down here and attack at you, Borrik.
Okay.
It's going to make a multi-attack with you. First, it's going to swipe out with its claws towards you. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, that is 9 points of slashing damage, and that's going to attempt to, pull you towards it as its claws sink into you and take a bite out of your non-metal shoulder.
Okay.
That is on the bite a 15 to hit.
That would hit, but I'm going to use a reaction shield.
Okay.
So he kind
So
of
that'll
like
add
claws
2 to your
me.
AC.
This one adds 5. Until the
Okay.
start of my next turn, you have +5 to bonus AC. It wouldn't have mattered on the first one because he got a 20, but yeah, he like claws me in. I like kind of like reel in towards him, and I just like kind of like just put my shoulder out, like my good shoulder, if you will, tink tink,
Yeah.
and deflect it.
Perfect.
that
Yeah,
same
and
sound.
he tries to go for your shoulder that is meat, and instead you kind of flip it around on him, and instead he has to face the AC of your metal arm, which he does not get through. Lyria, you are up.
How much damage did you just take total with that turn?
9.
9. Okay.
Not too bad.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna take my full movement and run up here, kind of next to putting Borrik between the creature and myself.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Aura of Vitality. And I now have a 30-foot aura around me. And when I create it, and at the start of each turn, I can choose one creature to restore 2d6 hit points for up to 1 minute, and I'm going to let Borrik go ahead and take back 2d6.
Oh, yes, thank you.
My gosh, that's how big 30. Damn. All right.
And these guns like charging up when they turned and everything. Are they like slow moving, or are they pretty quick?
I mean, they haven't moved at all. They just seem to be charging up.
Okay. I want to use as a bonus action Starlight Step, and I want to try to get to where I feel like, just based on the picture, like somewhere here in the middle, like close to them where the guns can't really get to me or turn to me that quick. I don't know.
Make a investigation check.
An 8.
You would think that, I mean, you have no way of knowing how fast those things can train on you. You don't know if, they just need to charge up or they can be aimed instantly. You're not sure. So I would say that Lyria has no idea if that would be safe to do.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'm just going to stay here behind the column and put the column between myself and the ship, and Bork between myself and the spider creature here.
Also, can you roll that 2d6 just because I think it's more fun that way?
Oh, you want me to roll it? Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Heal us, oh mighty healer!
Oh, my
Nice,
dear.
9 points.
Oh, perfect.
Anything else for you?
That's going to be it, but I actually can't move up that 5 feet. I use my full movement to get here.
Okay.
So that's going to be it.
Alrighty, that is going to bring up this first turret here. You see it kind of scan around for a second, realizing it's not going to hit any target, but it realizes there's something in the way, so it's going to fire at this column.
Oh shit.
Indeed.
He's on top of the column.
Yeah, that is going to hit. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Gwush.
Oh, maybe it can't see you, that's why.
Okay, add. Nice. Thank God for bless. 17.
Oh.
17. So you're not shaken directly off this, but as you guys see this large red, almost laser missile, it's like thick. It crashes into the column. You begin to feel it cracking beneath you, Gwush. You are able to hold on for now, but the stability of this column may be compromised. You're not sure. That is going to bring up our other guy here. He's going to run straight up to you, Lyria, and he is going to make a multi-attack against you, starting with the claw.
Come on, high AC.
The claw.
Surprisingly
The
high AC for a
claw.
cleric.
Just 15.
That misses.
All right, and he is going to take a second attack against you, and he's going to attempt to bite at you this time. That is even worse. So the 7.
Yep, that's a miss.
And
go.
that is going to end its turn as it tries to swipe and bite at you, and he's just getting more frustrated and making his crazy clicking noise. That is going to bring up the second of the turrets. They seem to be communicating on the inside of here. It is going to turn towards this column as well and take a blast at it. That is actually going to miss. It has a very low AC on that column, and it missed it. And it's going to shoot back behind its compadre here, and you hear it crash against this wall as like stone and rubble explodes out and kind of rains down on all of you guys in that space. Gwush, you're up.
Guy, can't see this far. The other one missed. Completely wrong. I'm just.
Totally.
So, I had a couple of thoughts. One of them is not going to work because I will take fall damage. So I had to look through my stuff. So what's going to happen is I am going to climb down, but I want to climb down the back.
Okay. All the way down?
Yep, all the way down. I'm going to bonus
So you've got
action.
5 feet of movement left, naturally.
And then I'm going to bonus action dash to get behind this guy. And that should be like just about like 30.
You have 30 feet?
Yeah. So 35 with the +5 from coming down.
Okay, yeah, you get right there.
And then I want to shoot at this one.
All right, sounds good. Take your shot.
Bloodsucker! That's a 9.
9 is
wait.
not going to hit, unfortunately, as you're... Oh, bless it up.
Does a 10?
A 10 does not hit. No, your shot goes into the dead body of the Nyogi that is already on the floor here.
And you hear like this clicking, hissing from me, and I'm cussing in my native language.
All right. Anything else for you?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Borrik, you're there. This column that you've been using for shelter just violently shaking behind you, and you see like bits of rock and dust being knocked loose, and you hear like a ever so faint like cracking sound coming from that column behind you. What would you like to do?
I would like to oops. Okay, wow, firstly, my force ballista is going to shoot this guy that's right on me.
Okay.
So he's gonna blast him. And that's going to be a natural 20.
Sheesh.
Nice.
For a 27.
27 will hit.
So it's gonna be 4d8.
Oh, because you double it for the crit. That's sick.
Yeah, 48 plus 4. So that's going to be 24 force damage.
Holy shit.
Holy cow.
As you see this crazy force damage bolt hit the side, it's like carapace is like starting to break apart in the middle, and you can see like its internal like bones and muscle meat like exposed on the outside of its right side where you hit it.
Also, something I missed on the first shots, but it for force ballista, it also pushes it 5 feet away from the turret.
Okay.
Yeah. Boom. Okay. Cool. Perfect. So now I'm going to I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I like to scoot back here behind the turret. Hoping I have any kind. If I may have a little bit cover from the ship, I may not, but I don't want to be right next to that thing when it explodes rubble everywhere.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Scorching Ray as an action. I'm going to do 1 shot on this one and 2 shots on the one next to Lyria.
Hope
Okay.
you have good aim.
Oh god, yeah, you're right. Hope I do too. Thanks, girl.
I would say for the second two would be a disadvantage because it's behind.
Yeah, I
from
wasn't
where
really
you're at
thinking
for
of
sure.
that. I'll probably just I'm just gonna firebolt this one instead, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
And that's one roll. Ooh, 13 to hit.
13 does not hit, and it actually hits into this column as you see another section of it, and it splits in half vertically, and like the top seems to look like it's like starting to slide off the base that's still connected to the ground.
I just like kind of mumbled to myself, I'm gonna start doing a little like work and attachments onto my blastinet. That's it.
All right, perfect. That is going to bring up this one. It is going to run down here and go for you as well, Lyra.
Big AC, big AC, big
Lyria.
AC, big AC.
And it's going to make a multi-attack against you.
I forgot this one had multi-attack.
It's going to attempt to claw at you. 15 to hit. This thing rolled. That's like third 10 I've rolled in a row.
Nice. That's a miss.
It is going to change strategies. It is going to, instead of trying to bite you, it's going to use its eyes, and you see its eyes start to like widen, fractalize, and spin in their sockets. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Big wisdom.
And bless up.
Bless up.
Probably didn't need it.
26.
Oh, shit.
26. You look this thing right in its face, your big green eyes and your planet staff, and you're not worried. You seem to be mentally strong enough to resist any effects that this creature would be trying to put on
Hell
you.
yeah.
And in response, it is your turn. You find yourself surrounded by two of these crazy spider-like creatures, this one looking a little more fearsome than the other two, and then the column to your back about 5 to 7 feet behind you starting to crumble. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna reach out, and I'm just gonna kind of like, if you didn't know Lyria, you'd like, holy shit, she's crazy. But I'm just gonna kind of reach out in front of me and pat this one on the head. And as I'm doing it, I'm gonna cast Inflict
This
Wound.
one?
Holy
Yep.
shit, she's crazy.
Yep. And I'm gonna cast Inflict Wound.
I can't even see it.
That's gonna be a 14 con save.
Got it. 6.
Oof.
Sweet, that's a fail. That is gonna be 14 necrotic damage.
Necrotic, you said?
Yep.
Alrighty.
And pretty much as soon as I'm done patting it on the head, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use my bonus action. And let me actually make sure I mark this on my sheet. I'm gonna cast Starlight Step, and I'm just gonna vanish and reappear here.
Ruh-roh.
And I'm now gonna take my. I'm going to take my other 30 feet of movement to get behind this column. Yeah. Right, yeah. So right there, about, or there, yeah. And that's my turn.
Wildly
All right.
successful.
Nice.
Sounds good. That is going to bring up this cannon, or whoever is behind it. It is going to... Let's see. Let's roll a perception check for this cannon. I'm going to say it doesn't see you back there, Borrik. And it is going to... it has, however, seen everybody kind of scatter away from this column, so it's going to take a break from shooting at that for right now. And yeah, it's not going to do anything. This one, however, is going to... It's going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to run up to you here in the corner, Borrik.
Oh no.
And it's going to make a multi-cast against you.
Okay.
Natural 1 on the first.
Ouch.
Lovely, lovely.
But the second
Love it.
second is going to be a 17 to hit on the bite.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, it's been my turn again. I'm gonna cast Shield.
Okay.
As a reaction. It doesn't hit.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, you are able to, again, using your kind of metallic shoulder, you're like fending off these creatures. That is going to end its turn. This is going to bring up the second gun here, and it is also going to just hold position for now. Gwush, you're up.
Speaking of holding position, I'm going to use my bonus action to steady aim and gain advantage to take a shot at this guy.
Blast him.
All right. Sounds good. What's the range on your weapon?
80 feet.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, max of 320, but like 80 range.
320 is crazy.
It's so far for a pistol.
I mean, good enough to use it, I guess.
18 to hit.
18 hits for sure.
Sweet.
Let's go.
So I get my
Get 'em.
laser pistol damage. That's a good one.
I think that one's lower than the other one, too. I think that was like a natural 20 one.
Okay, perfect. And then I am going to use a sneak attack, but I'm going to give up. This is all new shit. I love this from the 2024. I'm gonna give up a 1d6 of that damage roll to make the creature make a DC 14 Dex save or become prone. So I'll still do 2d6, but then the last one goes for that effect.
What's the save?
14.
It's exactly a 14.
Dang it. All right, so it's not prone, but then it does take a total of 11 damage.
Well, with 2 health points, I don't think that's going to matter too much. As you see, it's kind of like long neck. You're kind of back there in the corner, and it's like long neck is like shifting around. It's like looking to the left at Lyria over here. It's looking to the right at its other compadre and Borrik on the right. And just as it like turns back to like look straight, you like kind of wait with your steady aim until its head is at the exact right position, and laser shot goes off and you get the perfect headshot.
And the way I imagine it is with my 4 sets of hands, you have like a rifle style grip on this laser pistol, and then your extra 2 hands are like holding my elbows of the other 2 arms for like maximum stability. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anything else for you?
Nope, that is my whole turn because steady aim makes my speed 0.
Dude's got a
Borrik, you're up.
used anywhere tripod or a pistol.
I really do.
Kind of backed into this corner here. I mean, other than the tunnel, you could head back down the tunnel, but yeah, there you got a spider creature directly in front of you, and then your turret's kind of occupying the other space.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, well, I'm back here like kind of like fiddling with my like bionic arm, and he like as he like runs up on me, kind of deflect the shot, and then I'm like, almost, there it is, and I like take this wire and I just like, rip it out of the arm, and a thunder wave just kind of casts from my arm.
Awesome.
I love the way you describe shit. It's so
Deliberately like short circuiting your...
Yeah, just so that's a cast there. And it's going to be a con save for any creature, so I guess not construct, which is my turret, within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
So con 15.
Let's see here. It's not going to do it. 6.
Nice.
These guys are really bad at rolling.
On a 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. So we'll roll that damage. 2d8. So it's 7 thunder damage and he's pushed 10 feet away.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it doesn't, about my thing, hold on, let me just make sure, because it says any creature, but I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't say anything about constructs.
I mean, I think by definition a construct is a creature.
Oh, is it? Is that a creature? Because it would take that too.
I'm not actually sure with the new 2024 rules.
Let's see, it says each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a con save.
It says constructs are considered a type of creature.
Okay, well, how does it make a con save? Does it? I'd have to look at it, right?
Yeah, it'd be yours.
It should have stats.
Yeah. Within the area, automatically pushed 10 feet away. Audible for 300 feet. Sheesh. So it just is echoing in this, like, cavern. Okay. Forgive me. I'll have to swipe to it.
Oh, good.
Deep, 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 deep.
Treat all of its ability scores as 10 with a modifier of 0.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to help. So,
No, so it's a straight. Thank you, I appreciate it. So it's a straight D20 roll.
Yep.
For that 15 con save. It's gonna be 5. So yeah, my thing goes away.
Oh, it dies. Sad.
You see it? Yeah, the electrical energy kind of like.
Worth it, I guess. Cool.
It crit that one dude. That was perfect. So.
Yeah, it really was.
What else for you, Borrik?
And then for a bonus action, I'm gonna make another one. No, I'm just kidding. That is all.
All right, Lyria, you're up.
Let's see. So Borrik, you're still back there. You haven't taken any damage, huh?
Not just yet.
All right. I want to take my full movement to get underneath the ship. And if you want to get rid of that circle, I can just, whenever, if someone needs healing, I can figure out where I need to be. Just so you don't have to keep moving it, but your discretion.
It's no big deal. Easy peasy.
And what I would like to do is this a concentration factor? I don't want to cast any concentration. I'm just gonna kind of post up underneath the ship and try to be out of range of these guns, unless they're Looney Tune guns and can loop around and shoot from behind them. I think I'm safe. I hope. I guess I'll find out.
Anything else for you?
Nope. I'm gonna hold all my actions and everything, or not hold an action, but I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm staying alive at this point.
All right. What we're gonna see now is, you see, and you kind of hear this because you're so close. But a hatch opens up on the bottom of the ship. The two that are operating the guns on the inside are beginning to realize that you guys are doing a pretty good job at staying out of the line of fire. So you're gonna actually see one hop out right behind you, and see you there, and make an attack against you.
It's badass. They're not behind those giant turrets anymore.
That does help a lot.
You like get up
Or at
against
least
the wall to
one's
cover
out.
yourself, and it just opens up as a doorway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, hello.
It's going to take a first claw attack at you. That's cocked as hell. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
That misses. Fuck yeah.
All right,
So
second
close.
one with the bite. That is a 16 to hit.
That also misses.
All right, yeah, and you kind of got your staff out, and you heard it like drop down out of the hatch behind you, and turn around, and you're kind of like parrying all the attacks with your staff at the moment. That is going to bring up this one down here that is after Borrik. It is going to, actually, it's going to stay right there, and it's going to take its first attack as he reaches out one of his claws arm, and you can see the eldritch energy building around it. It is going to make the ranged spell attack against you, and that is a 14 to hit.
Misses. Whew. Barely misses.
Yeah, that one's close.
I duck
It
it.
is going to, at that point, it will run up, and it's going to attempt to claw at you. Or I'm sorry, it's going to attempt to bite at you with its second attack.
Okay.
Natural fucking 1. He might as well just bite himself. That is going to end his turn. And at this point, you hear another hatch open on the other side as the second gunner steps out.
Fuck yeah. Both of them out of there.
This one is going to look right here. It's going to see that its compadre is on you, and it's going to move forward 5, 10, 15. Look around, see you right there. 15, 20, 25 to get in front of this light, and it's going to make attack rolls against you, Gwush. This one, just the multi-attack regular, starting with the claws. That should hit. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so on the bite, you are going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
I think I'll use my reaction to uncanny dodge that and half that one.
Okay, so call it 5. And then it's going to attempt to claw at you as well. 14 to hit.
Just misses.
Just misses. All right, so yeah, you'll take the 5 damage, and that will end its turn. 2 more enemies now out of the ship onto the field. Gwush, you're up.
I screech. Use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna climb up this pillar.
Okay, and yeah, we'll say that's about 30 feet as well. So, so you get to the 25-foot mark, so you're not hitting the ceiling.
And then I just want to like shoot straight down at the
But
guy.
if you want to be on top of it, you can.
Well, I want to be able to still shoot down at him, but otherwise I want to be like as high up as I can go.
Okay, so yeah, you're clinging to the cliff edge, basically, that is the top of this pillar. And that'll put you well out of range, so go ahead, or out of disadvantage range, so go ahead.
Nothing fancy this time. I don't think this is gonna do it. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit, no.
Nope. All right. No good. That's where
As it just kind of goes in between two of its legs and hits the ground. Borrik, you're up.
Okay, so... Oh man, I'm kind of in a corner right now.
We're all dealing with this thing one-on-one all of a sudden.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of want to get over there and help, though. So I think I'm going to...
Just him. Oh.
I'm going to rush. I'm trying to get away from this thing. 30
Okay,
feet.
yeah, and as you move away, it does going to take an attack of opportunity against you. It is going to attempt to bite out at you as you move away, and that is yet another terrible roll. It will not hit. Where are you trying to get to?
Here's 30 feet. Let's just get right up there towards Lyria. And then as I do that, I'm going to fire a firebolt back towards the one that was next to me.
Okay, yeah, you kind of turn around, got your arm out, roll to hit.
That's going to... Wait. D4. I doubt it'll help, but we'll see.
You're in the same boat I just was.
11 to hit.
11 does not hit, unfortunately, as the firebolt goes wide.
Yep, and that's my turn.
All right, Lyria, you're up.
Okay. Is there like a dome or window or anything into these turrets that they were firing? Like something I could see inside the gunner's position?
Make a perception check.
13.
With a 13, you don't really see any way that you can see in there. The two hatches that they came out of were solid metal, and they retracted back up into the body after the creatures came out.
All right, you're gonna see Lyria kind of do it once again. She's gonna reach out, big old smile on her face, pat this dude on the head, and yeah, we're gonna do another DC 14 con.
Alrighty. This is this guy. Where is it? 14 exactly. I keep hitting the exact numbers.
So that's gonna save, right?
It's been a pattern. Like, I'm good at saving throws and really bad at attack rolls, and I don't know why that is.
Unless you're hot, and then you just crush us.
So it's just gonna take a 6 necrotic.
Okay.
And once again, we're going to Starlight Step.
Ooh, crafty.
Do you have a limit on that?
Yeah, I can use it 3 times a long rest. So I've used it twice now.
Okay.
And we're going to go 30 feet back this way towards Gwush. And then I'm going to take 15 extra feet of movement to get behind the pillar here. Kind of out of sight of this one. I don't really want this one to know exactly where I'm at. I'm not trying to hide from it, but...
Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
So he sees you teleport out of the way. That is going to bring up the one that you just left behind.
Ruh-roh.
It is going to run down after you, Borrik, as it sees you come out of the back corner. It is going to take a multi-attack against you, starting with its claws.
Alrighty.
That is yet another absolutely dog shit attack roll. 9 to hit.
This is...
And it's going to attempt to bite you. God, is there a d20 I haven't rolled today?
Come on, one of them's got to do something.
15.
15's my AC.
Okay, and do you have a reaction you'd like to use?
Nope. I'm just gonna take this one.
All right, so it is going to take a bite attack against you. This one, not quite as deadly as the other one. And of course, 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel these spider insects or spider creatures' teeth sink into your good arm.
No, not my good arm. Oops. Constitution saving throw.
And don't forget to bless up.
Oh yeah, facts. Ooh, I have a +5 on Constitution. Natural 20 for 25 plus bless.
Okay, definitely saves as you seem unaffected by whatever necrosis exists on this creature's mouth.
My gift hide.
That is going to end its turn, however. And this one is going to turn around in frustration and also run back up towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'll get it right here. And this one, the slightly more menacing looking one, is going to also take a multi-attack against you. It is going to start with its claw. That is a 8 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Misses.
It's going to miss with the claw, attempt to bite you. That's a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Literally rolled a 3 and a 5.
Why do your dice hate you?
I don't know. I'm switching d20s like every roll too.
No, you should have a PC here, man, with the way you're rolling.
I need to roll on D&D Beyond apparently. That is going to bring up this one. Yeah, this one. It is going to make a. It is going to climb up the wall to you.
The spider? Can spider climb?
What? It's a space. It's space spider climb.
Can I read the rules on this?
No. It is going to take a multi-attack against you, Gwush, from all the way up here. Firstly, with the claws. 10 to hit.
It'll miss.
Second with the bite. Oh my god, a 24 to hit.
Let's
That'll do
go.
it.
I mean,
All right.
no.
So the bite is the worst one. So we'll start with this. It's 5 piercing damage, and then you need to make a Constitution save.
To be clear, I'm cheering for my homie, not the spider.
I think I have my reaction back because this is the second time he's attacked. If I have that to 5, what's it going to do? Go to 3?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. I'll take. Okay, and then a con save.
Yes, please.
And bless. 25.
Yeah,
21 plus,
you
bless.
resist the whatever necrosis exists on the dripping from the teeth of this creature. That is going to do it for this one. Gwush, you are up.
Okay, so this is a little cheeky, and I want to ask. Steady aim just says you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll, as long as I'm okay with my speed becoming 0. Doesn't specify it has to be a ranged weapon. So
Let's see.
I'm curious if you'll let me steady aim and shank this thing in the face.
I guess you're still aiming it, technically. Unless it says otherwise. I mean, yeah. In theory.
Please hold.
I couldn't find anything that stated it had a weapon restrictions, but I wasn't sure.
Seems fine.
Cool. So yeah, I'll use my bonus action to steady aim, 0 movement speed, and try to hit this thing with the dagger. Get away from me! Help! $18 to hit.
18 hits.
Nice. All right, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm gonna lose a D6 and make it a DC 14 deck save and fall prone.
Okay.
Trying to knock it off of the.
Yeah.
12.
It fails.
Nice.
So what damage did you do to it?
So I did 15 total damage, and
Okay.
then if it failed the DC 14 save, it falls prone.
Yeah, as you're, and you did it with a dagger.
Yep.
Yeah, so you like, grip into, you like really hold into this column. You get
You
your,
still see
all
the
your
second
little
arm under the elbow, like.
mandibles in, but one arm that you use to steady yourself and then attack. You make a clean hit on the dagger as it takes its 15 damage, and it's gonna fall 20 feet. So after 15 damage, it was down to another amount of health, and we'll see what it takes from the fall.
Nice.
Which is D10 per 10 feet, I believe.
Ooh. Big rolls, big rolls.
Let's go ahead and call it a 20.
Just go ahead and round it up, whatever it is, to a 20.
Yeah. Round it up to the nearest 20, as you do.
And it has 12 hit points left and takes 13 damage from the fall. As you see it roll down the side of this rock, and with a heavy impact, its previous injuries almost burst open as you see like spider guts come out around it as it hits on the ground.
Sick.
I very uncharacteristically cheer. Just yeah! One
Clap,
arm's
clap,
just
clap.
like fist puppet.
Clap, clap, clap.
Borrik, you're up.
You create an audience of a round of applause just by yourself. Okay.
Surrounded.
So I'm gonna, I'm gonna like take the look to the left and then like look back right and just start fiddling with my arm again. And you just grab that wire and just like I'm like nervously just like flicking it across the other wire. Like, come on, you son of a bitch. And then right when like it's like 5 seconds into my like little moment here, and it's like, come on. I just like punch it and another thunder wave comes out. So casting Thunder Wave. That is going to be a con save 15 from both of them.
All right. This one fails.
It's so fucking awesome.
It's really cool. Like,
This one succeeds.
Okay.
So the one above you fails, the one below you succeeds.
Okay, so let me just make sure what the difference is. The creature takes half as much and isn't pushed. Okay, so the first one is pushed 10 feet from me.
Okay.
And takes 10 thunder damage. And the other one isn't pushed and takes 5.
Got it. Sounds good. What else for you? You guys see this explosion of, thunder, electrical energy, the resounding clapping sound that echoes once again off every surface in this cavern and even shakes, more gravel and dirt loose.
And this vitality aura that you have, it's like constantly healing? Or
just at the start of my turn, I can choose one person in it to take 2d6.
okay, gotcha.
Which is why, like, I can't run to you and heal you. Like, my turn's already started at that point.
No, yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to, I'm just going to run towards, like, Gwush. Just like, doom, 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 doom.
So, that's 25 feet to get there. This one is going to take its reaction opportunity attack against you as well. It's going to attempt to bite you as you run away.
Okay.
Natural one.
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
What else for you, Borrik?
I'm just like, fuck. That's it.
Alrighty. Lyria.
All right. First, I'm going to use my 2d6 for Gwush. And he's going to get 6 points of healing.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Quite
in
up to
a
4. Close.
in a Side 21 first ever exclusive, I'm going to do the multi heal.
Oh,
And
what?
I'm gonna walk up to Borrik. I'm just gonna put my hands on him and cast Cure Wounds, and he is gonna get 14 points of healing.
Oh shit, that gets me full. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's a
very
free
nice.
cast. That doesn't take a spell slot because that's a magic initiate spell.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
that's sick.
Yeah, that's badass. Thank you.
So that is my turn. We're all back together, kinda, except for the mantis 25 feet above us.
Just facing off.
All right. That is going to bring up this guy. He is pissed. Yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to get right here, and he's going to keep after you, Borrik. He's like, this fucking giant gift keeps running away from me. I'm going to get his ass, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Starts with the claws. That was definitely the monster, not me. Okay, that is a 17 on the dice. Plus 5 to hit. 22.
Hits.
All right. So I'm sure this will be the really bad part. About average. It is going to do 7 points of piercing damage with its claw.
Okay.
And it's going to follow that up with a bite attack, of course. And that is a 16 to hit.
That would hit as my reaction. I'm going to use my last shield
All right.
to deflect that one after he bites me.
All right, yeah. So you'll take the 8 piercing, or I'm sorry, the set was it
7 piercing.
7, I think. 7 piercing damage, and then the bite will deflect off your metallic arm once again. That is going to bring up this one. Seeing you guys all together, it's going to do what it would naturally do, which is attack Borrik. It is going to run up in between its living and dead companions here and make a multi-attack against you, Borrik.
Okay.
Starting with its claws. That is a 3 on the dice, not going to hit. As the claws swipe out and miss you, you're able to kind of lean back. But it doubles down with the bite attack, 17 plus 5 to hit.
Hits.
22. All right, on the bite, you will take 6 piercing damage, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
With the bless. Con save. Plus. 21.
21 will do it as you
Nice.
resist this poisonous feeling fangs in your skin. That is going to end their turns, though. Gwush, you are up. You're now 25 feet above what is essentially a battle going on below you.
Where's Gwush?
I'm really not sure what's my bet. All right, tried and true hunter techniques take over. I'm gonna climb down the rock and try to just take a stab at this guy.
Alrighty, yeah, as you scribble down the rock, make a attack roll.
And then I'm going to use my weapon mastery Nick and take the extra attack action as like my bonus action, and I get to make this as part of the original attack action.
Wait.
Yeah, so Nick Dagger.
Wait.
When you make the attack the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the original attack action instead of as a bonus action. So weirdly worded.
When you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make
yes.
it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. Okay. I got you.
Yes. Yeah, and the dagger has the light property as like an offhand attack.
So you're
you
essentially
have
getting
to-
an offhand
does
attack
that-
instead of using your bonus action?
Well, it does both.
Oh,
Because
gotcha.
I like main attack with it, and then I can like free attack instead of bonus action attack with 2-weapon fighting.
Gotcha. Nice.
And yeah, and I've got like 2 other daggers on me. So I've
Okay.
definitely got enough daggers to do it.
Got it.
So I'm just taking the first swipe. Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
So I'm just gonna lay into this one first, because I'll get my sneak attack for you being right next to my buddies. Oh, get wrecked, nerd. How about 22 damage?
Oh shit.
22 on this one.
Yeah, on this guy.
All right. He is not dead, but he is all but dead. He is struggling to stand, if at all.
And then I take that free swing. Oh, I don't think that's gonna do it. A 13 to hit? No.
13 does not hit.
Dang.
And then I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm gonna bonus action disengage, but then I'm gonna like come back here behind them to line up a shot afterwards. So I want to like skirt around this guy with my bonus action disengage and come over here.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And then
anything else for you? Borrik, you're up.
Oh shit again.
Yep. This just goes in a circle, man.
Yeah, it really does. Okay, so dang, I don't have a lot going on right now.
I stabbed one, but good.
I think I'm going to. Man, I'm not good close up, and I really don't want to walk away. I think I'm gonna take a swing at this one that's right in front of me that he just like ravished with my hand axe.
Oh shit! Well, I'm out the hand.
I do like the flip back of like the side of my like trench coat and just kind of like swing upward with it. And we'll see how it goes. 21 plus bless.
21 hits.
Let's go. It's a 1d6. 3 slashing plus I'm gonna use Astral Spark. So you're gonna see like a little like contraption on the like handle of it. And I'm just gonna, as I swipe up, like press the button, and like a little spark is gonna come off of it. And it's just gonna do 3 extra force damage.
The original 3 would have been enough, but
Nice.
for the extra 3, it's you know, it's got like little currents of electricity like running across its body as it's like laying there convulsing, as the electric energy like hits its like different muscles and stuff in its body. And it's like twitching on the ground.
Ugh.
What else for you?
That is going to, let's see. Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Alrighty.
Ready myself for the second one.
Lyria, you have watched the 2 of your companions here absolutely destroy this guy. 1 enemy remains, however. What would you like to do?
It's one of the original 3 still, too.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, Gwush, you're the only one that isn't at full health, right?
Correct. Currently,
Right,
I think.
I'm
my
13 down, but I'm still I'm okay-ish right now.
Hit him.
Definitely worry
Yeah,
about
13 down, you're getting my 2d6.
him. Okay.
Help,
perfect.
Borrik! Borrik, look out!
Just like,
And now you're only 11 down, dude. Hell yeah.
oh, nice. Dude.
No!
Snake eyes. Okay. But with that, I'm just going to take my staff and I'm going to kind of jam it down onto the ground and cast Word of Radiance. And I'm selecting this guy here, and it'll be my one, and it's a 14 con save.
Is that a concentration spell?
It is not. I'm being very particular not to cast concentration
Nice,
spells.
dude.
Okay, what was the save?
14 con. I'm keeping this Aura of Vitality up. It's a 3rd level spell. God damn it, I'm getting
13.
Nice.
13?
Wait. Yeah, 13.
So it failed, yeah. 7 points of radiant damage. It's
Not
just a
bad.
cantrip. It's not a big boy.
Hey, every poke is a good poke.
All right, he's looking extremely rough.
I am
He's
gonna
kind of looking around desperately as he's realized all his allies are not with him anymore.
I am gonna take an opportunity to kind of move back 10 feet here.
Okay.
And take the rest of my movement to move towards the ship and get some distance between me and this guy.
All right, sounds good. Anything else for you?
I got nothing else I can do.
All right, that is going to bring up this one. Not much left to do here, but swing on Borrik. It's going to be claws first. Terrible. 13 to hit.
Misses.
Second
Can't
with the
say our
bite.
guy's not a fighter. This man
Even
is
worse.
resilient.
11 on the bite.
Dang.
Fucking
misses.
kill this thing so I can stop ever rolling for it again. That is going to end its turn. Gwush, you're up.
Okay.
You heard the man.
I'm just gonna, steady aim, use my laser pistol, try to shoot it.
Roll to hit.
Oh, that's definitely gonna do it, but I'm gonna roll for advantage anyway. 25 to
Uh-huh.
hit.
Yeah, 25 hits.
Just die. Do me a favor and let's. 12 damage.
Gwush! How do you want to do this?
Let's go.
So you see the like same thing. He gets like that hands out, and his two little hands like stow his daggers, and they both go up to like steady everything, and you just see one like charged blast. And as I shoot it, I like reel backwards because I'm only like 3.5 feet tall, and I just shoot him right in the back of the head.
And as the final Nyogi, this one being a Void Hunter, falls to the ground, silence in the cavern except for the crackle of the fire in the corner.
That aura I have up for a minute, and like I said, I want to milk it for everything it's worth. Realistically, how many more times would I have been able to heal my friends here? Can I?
I mean, I think we were getting pretty close to like 10 rounds there.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say you have enough time to. Let's see.
Like
everybody's in your range right now, so you can do it one more time.
All right, then I'm gonna target Borrik,
Nice.
and three more points of healing there.
Nice, thank you.
Almost snake eyes again.
Yeah, 2d6 can only do so much, you know.
Hey, every little bit counts.
That really works. I'm feeling quite better. Thank you. Oof.
And
What in the underhell was this?
Have I ever seen these before? Like heard of these creatures? Now that we've like seen them.
Make a history or nature check.
So.
Yes, sir.
Oh, never mind. Let's do this first.
Both the same. So
I'd like to do that. So you said history or nature?
9.
Yes, please. Haven't seen these ones.
6.
Not a single person in this room has ever seen one of these things before.
So above the table, real quick. As soon as you said Nyogi, I just typed it up in Google real quick and like hit enter, then got out of that tab. Now that the fight's over, fuck these guys. One of their first description is they were ruthless, xenophobic slavers.
Oh, jeez.
Like, fuck these guys.
They are the bad guys. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This isn't Black Hand of Fate.
Right. I'm going to, pat around on these guys and see if I can come up on a little extra scratch.
Yeah, I'll say for the sake of brevity, all three of you make a investigation check for me and see what you can find amongst the enemies here.
Not bad.
I just rolled 2 6s in a row.
18.
I also got an 18.
Lyria, you find a copper and a silver goblet.
Unless I can teach these guys how to tip appropriately.
So you can put a silver goblet and a copper in your inventory. The other two of you, I'll say between both of you with the 18s, you find about 100 gold pieces total amongst all of these Nyogi here.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I hate these things. Why do they have so many limbs?
I'll take 35 out of that gold. A little extra for my cannon. That's not a cheap fix. Just kind of pocket it and hand over the rest for you guys to split if you want.
While they're doing that, I'm definitely walking over here and because all I could find was a copper. I thought these guys were broke and walked away.
Oh, nice.
I'm walking back over to the ladder where they came out, and I want to kind of look up in the ship, and I want to. I guess I want to be listening for anything. Do I hear anything? Any noises? Walking, breathing, anything?
So when they came out of these like metal hatches that closed behind them. So there's no ladder hanging down or anything.
Okay.
But go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. Either one I think is appropriate here.
Definitely a perception, and that's gonna be a 25.
Nice.
Yeah. So when the 25, you see that there is it's like a flush to the metal of the bottom of the ship, but it is a button that you can press that like opens the hatch from underneath.
Can I reach it?
Yeah, that's pretty low to the ground.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna look back. Guys, I think I found our way in. And I'm going to press the button.
I'm gonna hand Gwush the rest of the gold and just kind of. All right. And just
I'm
head.
looking right at you. I turned around at you.
Oh, I thought
no,
you
I guess
said-
I turned back
I
around
was
and
gonna say,
pressed
you
the
said
button.
you were
All
done.
right.
Walking up here though, if I would love to like possibly notice whatever the heck is going on over here.
Oh, that's just part of the. This is a pre-made map. No, I'm
Okay,
just
that's
kidding.
just like they're mining
I
crystals
definitely
down
made
here or
this.
something.
They were counterfeiting diamonds. They're all plastic.
Yeah, so as he
cool.
heads into the ship, you guys, so you kind of stand in the middle here, Gwush and Borrik. Yeah, you find a mine cart that looks like it's kind of decommissioned mine cart. It's got like the telltale like wheels that go on rails on the bottom of it, and you find a large amount of these kind of clear-looking crystal rocks.
Can I try to like identify it in some way? Like my like thing kind of like scopes out a little bit and like looks at it.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Okay. I want to see if it's diamonds or space diamonds, or otherwise. 14.
Space.
With a 14, you know these are not diamonds. They look more like crystal, like quartz or something like that. But they are very finely worked and polished. They look to be loot that these guys got at some point.
Okay, I'll take a few handfuls and just put them in the pockets of my my coat there and join Lyria over here at the ship.
Cool. Do you guys head in the hatch?
Yeah, once Borik's all done, I'll just follow in line behind him.
Is everybody all right?
All right.
Pretty good, pretty
I
good.
didn't take a single hit.
Yeah. Well, you can thank my dice. As
You lucky.
you,
I like to think
if
that
those
I'm
things, if
really
you
good at
guys had
things.
failed those con saves, that would have gotten
Oh, we'd been so screwed.
real hard for you. But luckily,
We're all
I
good at
can't roll
D&D,
dice.
so whatever, man.
Yeah, except me. So you guys roll up into the hatch at the bottom of the bat ship, and you can see the cargo hold looks to be completely empty, but you do see the cockpit, and you see right where a spelljammer helm would be, bolted to the floor, a spelljammer helm.
Great. I'll
What?
reach
You
in my
have the-
pack and take out some of my my tinkering tools.
As I'm literally saying, like, Borrik, you usually have the tools. He's doing that.
Yeah. Step aside.
And you guys just hear Gwush go, I think it would be weird looking with how many limbs they had.
I would like to kind of pat Bork on the back and cast guidance. And I want to give him not advantage. He has a D4. My best guess to ripping the spelljammer out. I don't know. Strength checks.
I mean, I'd say intelligence.
Well, he's using his tools to,
Unbolt it.
yeah.
I mean, can I let him have a D4 for using the tools? It says an
I would
ability
say
check.
this is
but-
less of a. The only roll that I would make you do here would be for speed. If you're trying to do
okay.
it quickly, I'll let you make like a. Let's see, what would that be? Like a.
I'll say this then. Instead of doing anything, I'm just gonna tell Borrik, if you feel you need any assistance with anything, let me know. I can help you. Maybe give you a little edge on it.
Oh, I appreciate it. This looks a bit elementary, but I've been surprised before.
I'll tell you this. Make an investigation check. I'm gonna give you advantage on this because you do this shit. Like you are a
Oh,
air, like mechanic.
Pretty good. 24.
Yeah, with a 24, you see that they've used those special reverse threaded bolts that if you know what you're doing, you can kind of manipulate them in the way that where they come off super fast.
Yeah, I kind of like am
It's
messing with
typically considered like a cheap
it. Yeah.
like cut around.
Oh yeah, of course. I wouldn't expect anything less from the works around here. And I start like messing it with my tools, and I put my tools into my bionic arm, and it almost like power like drills the screws back out like reverse.
Oh yeah.
Bzz, 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 bzz. Well, Here's our helm.
I put it on. Oh, no, I'm joking.
Wom. I am the maker.
Well, I say we get back to our ship. We load up that the other ship that I was able to steal with some smoke powder. We land it in here and
And
light
the
her up.
best part.
All right, as you guys gather your loot, I'll say that the rest of you can take a couple more handfuls of those crystals out of the thing.
Yeah,
I'll take a
Make your
couple.
way back out to the Rune Wing. And did you name your new ship before you blow it up here? No. So
I think
we'll
it's just
call it
like Lyria's stolen ship or something stupid.
Yeah,
I
the
believe you said
SSLSS.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And yeah, you guys are able to take the Rune Wing up, maneuver the stolen Githyanki ship there above the illusory hole. And yeah, so what exactly are you doing here? You guys are now both floating above.
So I would like to join Lydia in her ship just temporarily and point at like the 3 pieces of info she needs to like make this thing autopilot in that we talked about earlier, and then just
Yeah,
leave
it'll
her
fall in. Yeah.
Yep.
And we'll say you guys put the smoke powder barrels on the Githyanki vessel as well.
I just want to stand on the deck of the ship so I can have a good like visual of like when this thing just like erupts.
Yeah, so Borrik, you're standing there on the top deck of the Runefly. You see Gwush kind of like jump down and start to like float towards the deck. And Lyria, you're the last one in. The buttons to drop the ship are there in front of you. You've kind of figured out exactly the way that you want to make your exit. There, I will say, is no necessarily guarantee that these things are just going to explode, as they... It's not like GoldenEye where you could shoot the chair at the desk and the chair would
So it's
explode.
actually
Yeah.
hilarious that you say that. Not really hilarious, but what I was going to do is after they both get off the ship, Lyria very quickly realized, like, these 2 dudes are just like, of course, throw the ship at it and big boom. And that's just not the way the world works. So I'm going to take my inventory. I'm going to pull out of my inventory. Let's see, I got some phosphorus.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you're going that route.
And I also have a lamp and a rope. Actually, I'm not even going to take my rope or my lamp. I'm going to kind of make a little pile of phosphorus on top of one of the smoke powder barrels, and I'm going to cover the one end of the rope with it, and take the other one all the way up to the cockpit. And I'm just gonna hold it and kind of cast Sacred Flame in my hand to light the rope up. Use it as like a fuse.
Like a big fuse, sure.
Yep. I'm gonna do the little boop, 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 the few maneuvers that Gwush talked to me about. And as soon as I start to feel that ship drop, I'm just gonna get up calmly, go to my hatch, and try to make the jump between ships back to ours.
And here in the Astral Sea, it's easy to, you just kind of think your way in the direction that you want to go, and you go in that direction. So you're easily able to do it. And you guys, and we're saying this is a very cinematic moment. Gwush and Borrik, you guys are sitting on the top deck of the Rune Wing as you see the Githyanki ship beginning to descend and start to fall, and it like has like almost like a terminal kind of velocity situation where it, like the longer it starts to fall, it starts to fall faster and faster into the hole of this cave. And you see Lyria let go of this rope and kind of like leap into the space, the Astral Sea that exists between the Githyanki ship as it's falling, to kind of almost laterally move into position with you guys. And just Lyria, as you kind of like superhero land down on the top deck of the Damselfly and look back, you guys all see at the same time this giant fireball come up through what was an illusory image that is now gone, and you feel the entire asteroid beneath, or you see it in any event shaking as this giant smoke and fire cloud erupts from out of the center, and you feel pretty confident that the Batwing did not survive the explosion, and you kind of look down knowing that the helm of the ship is in your cargo hold below you.
It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Majestic. Absolutely majestic.
I still wish I could have registered that ship to my name and taken out some insurance on it.
Well, you're more than welcome to go look at it now.
I don't need to look at it. I've seen burnt ships before.
Well, all
You
right,
just
let's go
a
get
little
paid.
round of- I was like, yeah, you get a round of applause for a job well done.
I set a couple blasts off in this guy. Yeah!
Let's go get paid. I agree. And I want to take the helm of the ship and zoop zap zoop back towards Brawl.
All right. As you guys make your way back towards the Rock of Brawl, you get about 3/4 of the way there, and you see a shipwreck. This looks like one of the older style, the spaceships that they made in the image of like old sailing ships. And you can see like the wood of the deck like splintered, and I'll say it looks about like this.
Whoa.
It looks like most of the body of this ship is destroyed, but it does look like there's a small section in the cargo hold or the inside interior of the helm of the ship that could be explored if anybody is interested.
Hold on. What's this?
I bring the ship to a screeching halt without the screeching because we're in the Astral Sea.
All right. No need for that.
Why so fast on the slow?
Do we
Because I can.
do we see like any kind of like looking out onto the deck? Do we see any kind of life anywhere at all?
No,
Or are there even,
I
like,
won't
dead
even make you
bodies?
roll for it. Like it seems like anything that was aboard this was either killed in what caused this event or has made their way and left it behind.
Well, I'm gonna float on over using my insane fly speed in the Astral Sea, and get
I'm
over
gonna
there.
stay in the ship and kind of position it towards. I want to be looking at them
Okay.
or looking at Borrik for now. I don't know what Gwush is doing.
I ain't good. I'm keeping an eye on the deck.
You're the one I was gonna suggest go with your little mandibles
All
and
right,
all that.
Borrik,
shit.
as you see your two companions cowering behind you, you no, I'm just kidding. You kick off the top deck, and we'll say you are right about in here.
Roll initiative.
And no, you see that there is nothing in this ship. The top deck was completely barren. The interior here is completely barren, except for a large container that seems to have been bolted into the actual body of the ship itself. That remains there.
Okay. I'd
It's the
like
only
to.
thing on the ship.
Yeah, I'd like to take a investigate or take a inspection. That's what I was trying to say. Inspect it further if I can make sure it's not like something that's gonna blow up when I touch it, or if I can just like pop it open or something.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That is going to be a 10.
With a 10, you only see one thing that catches your eye on this container, and it is a 10-digit keypad.
10-digit keypad.
You see the numbers 0 through 9,
Oh God.
almost like a telephone, like a payphone keypad. No asterisk or pound though.
Okay. Okay, cool. I would like to try to take a look around and see if I can like find any like clues as to what this like might be, this code. I'm looking at my notes, I don't see anything.
Well, you already made, and I'll say make a perception check this time, and any
Okay.
further checks like this will be at disadvantage.
Okay. This is a 19 perception.
Yeah, with a 19, you see that there are 3 numbers carved on the wall. However, You see now, looking a little closer at the keypad, that it looks like it's wanting a 4-digit code.
Oh,
You
4
see
digit.
3 numbers on the wall carved into the wood, 360, and right where it looks like there would be another number, the piece of wood is like broken away. So you get the feeling that 360 may be the first 3 numbers.
Okay.
Can I see Borrik from where I'm at, or is he like in the interior of the ship here?
No, I would say no, not from the cockpit. He's kind of in the interior.
I was gonna say when I like notice all of this finally, I'll kind of like make myself known, like kind of float out to the edge and like be like wave you somebody to come.
As soon as you give like it's moderately safe, I haul ass over to you.
So it looks like there's a keypad here. It's the only fucking thing on the ship.
Lyria's gonna fucking fly away.
No, no.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Jason, no.
I mean, he could. We are in the Astral Sea. We can just fly after him slowly.
With my
no,
intelligence, I might be able to halfway keep up. I see 360, but I don't see another number. Any guesses as to what this can be? I don't even know what's in the damn thing.
Yeah, like what can I see anything different? Or okay, to be honest, my character had the exact thought of, let me look at the keypad and see if there's like any sort of goo on the keypad that shows most frequently pressed buttons.
Oh, like the where?
Yeah.
Make a investigation check.
Come on, I'm not terrible at this. 17.
With a 17, you don't see any kind of residue on the keypad, or fingerprints, or looks. You have no idea how long this has been out here, or where it came from.
With that, do I think I might? Does it have like a lock that's potentially pickable? Since I'm proficient with thieves' tools, or is it like an auto lock thing because of the keypad?
Yeah, you don't see any kind of like keyhole or anything like that you could insert thieves' tools into.
I look at this. My small hands like rifle through one of the bags and pull out a set of tools that then like the big hands take, look at, go, what the fuck, and put away.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, and I look up at Borrik like, I don't know. I'm a little lost.
Well, you know, if it's not rigged with something, we could just try every number. I feel like I've been here before in a different life.
My brain goes, all right, and I type 3609.
As you type 3609, guessing correctly the final number for no fucking reason at all. You hear the little keypad go dee-dee-dee, and it goes and the chest opens up, and inside you see what looks like a grappling hook kind of thing, and a big old sack of gold.
Oh, nice.
It literally pops open, and I did that so not expecting it to work. I scare myself, and I like jump back 5 feet.
Oh, you knew it the whole time, did you?
He like does that shifty look. His eyes like swivel, and it's just like, yeah, say yes.
Can I insight check him?
Of course.
I'm gonna do my deception roll.
I rolled a 14.
I got a 16.
Nice. Yeah, I knew you did.
Just barely lied to your face.
It's okay. I didn't catch it. Yeah, grab the gold and check out this grappling hook. What the heck? That's sick. Is it like a grapple gun?
It resembles the claw of like a reptilian like kind of creature. And it has it has like a long rope attached to it. It's not a gun.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, this could come in handy. You want to hold on to this?
Sure. And if you give it to me, it's like the hands hand it to the hands that put it in a bag on the other side of his waist. Like,
And I grab the gold. Technology is not cheap. And then I'll go ahead and fly out back to the ship and let Lyria know we found some gold.
As you fly away, I try to grapple you.
Oh God.
My immediate instinct is to use it.
I'm glad we already know what all this thing can do.
I will say it has no effect.
Okay.
It just bounces. It doesn't, like, for some reason it seems to be based on what just happened. You hit him with it. It didn't do anything. It seems to be designed for a specific purpose. To dig
Fucker,
into
quit playing around.
something in particular.
You just get the little psychic feedback of just like, sorry.
Come on.
Like,
Get back to the ship and start sit in the cockpit with Lyria and start just counting the gold out.
With a cargo hold now with, close to a full minecart's worth of crystals. You found quite a bit of gold as well on this little journey. Unfortunately, the brand new ship did not make it, or the newly acquired ship, I should say, did not make it up in an effort to destroy the bat ship. But yeah, you guys have made a nice little bonus here before you even reach the Rock of Brawl to get your spoils. You know that you've got 300 gold pieces each and a new ship between you waiting for deed transfer to happen when you guys get back. So with the body of this derelict wooden ship fading into the background as the nebula, the planets, and the stars get further away, and you can see the Rock of Brawl and the docks ward of the lower section of the Rock of Brawl approaching. Just the only thing left to do is meet up with Cornelius and close this mission out. But who knows? Maybe Cornelius will have more work for you when you get back. But we'll have to see next time when we revisit the Rock of Brawl again. But for now, that will bring Celestial Frontiers to an end.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice,
So good.
Very nice.
dude. So sick. I can't wait to modify this thing.
Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Just a quick reminder, we are on social media at Side21 TV. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can also find our Discord link. Join up on our Discord. We would love to connect with you, find out what you like, find out what you want to see more of, and have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time on Side21.